I called the meeting of Cable Board, August meeting and order. We have 2 members not present and the rest are present. So we have a copy of minutes of our last meeting. I assume you've read them all. And I need a motion to approve, to amend, or whatever your pleasure is.
Make a motion, we accept the minutes as presented.
I second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Likewise. Okay, approved. New business, John?
Just the director's report. Just kind of go over a little bit of what's been going on. It's kind of short, this particular meeting. But some of the things that I started putting on the report were the YouTube and also the Facebook analytics, which gives us a really good look at how social media is being used. It always amazes the mayor that every month they come in and report the top content is the live stream from Market Street Plaza. That just, people love that thing. So, and then Fair Parade School Board was popular as well. We had pretty good numbers this month. For Facebook, it's really well used for the police department, 153,000 views last month. Park department, 207,000 views. TV3 is kind of split up all over that because we make posts here and there. So Market Street Plaza, for instance, we're up to 616 followers. I run that, 20,000 views. City of Connorsville is also pretty well viewed. So anyway, that's just some of the extra numbers that I put in there so that we can see how we're reaching the community. We got the fund balance for second quarter in, which that'll kind of lead us into later the old business, but numbers are continuing to drop, which is to be expected. The Metronet is completely out now, so that's down to zero income from them as they no longer offer cable service. And that's pretty much it. Now we'll get Q3, and then Q4 will come in the first part of next year. But after that, and I'm curious to see, it should not be effective on that 1% loss that the state passed recently until after Q4. But Q1 next year, we'll see a 20% decrease in income due to the state's actions on that. That's a big number. So currently on balance, and we've shifted, Rosemary shifted funds over to Trust Indiana for a little better return on our investment. Current balance looks to be just right over 370,000. And some of that is in the Apex Equipment Fund left over on there. We've got about 41,000 in WeatherBug restricted funds. So those are restricted for equipment use only and things of that nature.
What did you say the total was, John?
376,000. And that's the closest I could get. Rosemary wasn't here today when I asked for the figure, so I think that's accurate. Pretty sure that's accurate.
Yeah, what we did was, you weren't here when we did that, but we bought all the equipment. We got some grants. We used ARP funding to get equipment in your vehicle. It was all ARP funding. We did that and saved reserves because we saw what was coming. So we loaded them in reserves, gained some interest on them. We invested some too.
Yeah.
Just trying to plan for what we're getting ready now to face. So
Yeah,
glad we did that.
planning ahead.
Glad we did that.
Yeah, 20% decrease is gonna hurt.
Well, it's gonna be more than 20% decrease, but
So the 20% is just in the franchise fees. The state legislature passed that in an omnibus bill.
Yeah, we talked about that
about
last
1,000 other
meeting, and
things.
there's more
It was
cuts.
hitting in there.
well, yeah.
But that's all I have for the report.
Okay.
One of the other things, we've been working on Market Street. We did come up with the logo. So that's going to be displayed out there eventually.
Okay.
We're working on that. We've got some new banners, which you saw maybe when you walked in.
Yeah.
That'll be hung up over there too.
Each light pole will have its own banner with a different instrument on it, and one of them's got musical notes, if I remember right. Just trying to do some branding. John and I is currently building a marketing platform. We're going to sit down with RDC next month and really finalize that so we can go around and start selling that. So we're going to have different levels of packages. I really want to do naming rights or even a yearly naming sponsor or whatever that looks like. So we want to get this sign made so we can put on the building, get it backlit so it looks really nice, really professional. Get the banners up. We got these TVs been a little struggle. We've had 2 of them go down on us.
Yeah, two did fail for different reasons.
So, but they're replacing them. It's just a nightmare to hang. They're not easy to hang. And so once we get those going, it's when we can, our advertising is going to be basically the TVs, and what level of advertising you get depends on how much you want to spend, including we got the speakers mounted. We did some 70-volt speakers. So like when the performance begins, we can do like a 30-second spot commercial with the company and saying, now the show begins. Kind of an intro to all the shows.
It could look really cool.
It can. We're trying to building all that so we can really put on a professional marketing platform. One of the things I did was just listen to the businesses. And they're like, everyone comes in our doors every week wanting us to sponsor something. It's like, be nice just to have one-stop shop.
Yeah.
And that's what we're providing. So we met with Winterfest activities. We're going to take care of the music for Winterfest as well. I didn't really want to compete with them on raising funds for music because we're kind of doing that. They're going to use the stage anyway. So from Celebration of the Ville all the way to Winterfest is your marketing package. And you get 24/7 marketing and then highlighted marketing at each event that we do. So that's really what we're trying to do, just to generate some good revenue. It takes a lot of money to put on the concerts. I know Rushville just in sponsorships brings in $75,000, and then they sell their alcohol on top of that to really give them the shows it takes. So you can see they have 5 or 6 shows. That's what it costs. So it's very expensive. We're doing some creative things to get it going. So like the Battle of the Worship Bands is September 20th. That's coming up. That's a free event for the community because we're not paying anyone to be there. We're looking to potentially do a Battle of the Bands next year to earn a spot in Celebration of the Ville. And we've thought about doing that over like a whole month. So every weekend would have a couple bands doing a performance, and then we can judge, and they would win an award, and they would earn a spot at the next Celebration of the Ville, which is a paid event. So we're trying to do a bunch of mix and match. Wow, bad grammar. Just trying to be creative with the funds that we do have, because I do have some money stuck back from remaining ARPA funds that we did not expend. I stuck back into Market Street Plaza so we can use to get some bands kicked off before we got really marketing, because if I don't have anything built, what are you paying for? No one has any idea other than it's promo. Or promo for what? So we're trying to show people what it looks like and then go out and market for them.
Okay.
So that was just some startup seed money that was, I'm not going to say free because I know it did the economy, but it was our dollars that we did not spend.
Okay. Okay. Do we need no business then, John? Or,
Yeah, just under old business, we've already kind of discussed the budget and funding update, which I just did.
yeah.
Live streaming compliance, though, we've run into some issues that the people, the different boards, they're not really comprehending that we cover a lot. So they're just calling meetings whenever they want to. Like tonight, for instance, county council called a meeting at 5 o'clock. Well, we've got a meeting at 4 o'clock. That's pretty tight.
Yeah.
So sometimes we can get away with that. Sometimes we can't. Depends on how the functionality works. So we've got to find a way to get everybody on board at the same time so that they can schedule their meetings through a calendar, which we've already created. There's a meeting calendar on Gmail. It's just a matter of getting people to use it. So
Yeah, it was the trustee board meeting last night that we had. It was a different route discussed. And I'm going to encourage her to speak with you directly, Trina, the Connersville Township trustee. She said she spoke to the State Board of Accounts, and the way that she has it formatted is covered. So I told her that that would be something she would need to hash out with you. And
Yeah, she doesn't want to talk to us. I told her everything about the law. State Board of Accounts does not oversee the law.
Yeah.
They don't care what you do.
And there's a brand new public access counselor, so
Yeah. My guess is that the meeting you had, whatever you decided, probably can't be held.
Yep.
So, but
I will try to talk to her again. And
yeah, there's a lot of requirements in that. For instance, creating an agenda.
Yep.
With the people on the board, with their terms, that has to be done. Posting that in advance, as well as a link to where your live stream is occurring.
Yep.
That has to be done.
I'll get with you outside of this meeting and get those fine tooth requirements. So in the interest of time, we'll get through this and then I'll
Sure.
get with you afterwards.
That's fine.
What are communities doing that don't have the access like we have with
I don't know.
Most of them are not in compliance, or they're using technology where you can't really hear what's being done, but they're meeting the law.
And that's what we talked to when we talked to the original writer of the law. Is like, the only option is running with a cell phone. But the problem is that you have to have a verified live streaming account in order for that to work. I mean, you can't send it to Facebook anymore because they only hold it for 30 days and it's required 90. YouTube, you have to be a verified account with actual subscribers in advance before they'll let you go longer than, I think, 15 minutes.
yeah,
Can't remember exactly.
So, yeah, and YouTube's gonna catch on just like Facebook did.
I am a little concerned about YouTube eventually going, yeah, we'd like more money, please, and setting up a tiered system. They could. So I don't know, honestly.
Who polices this?
Hmm?
Who polices this? Know whether
It's kind of open right now. It's going to hit the courts eventually. I don't see how it can't.
I just know that, like State Board of Accounts is spread very thin and can't get around to everybody who's going to get
Oh,
around.
no,
to it?
that's not it. That's not how it'll be done. It'll be a local individual who doesn't like something that happened,
Challenges.
and they'll hit him with a sledgehammer. Because if they didn't follow the law, they can go back as far as the law began and everything that's been done.
Could be null and void and
So it could have big ramifications down the line, but it won't happen until it happens. So there's just no way to know.
State Board of Accounts won't be enforcing this. That's not their role.
Right. I was just using them as an example that they don't get to everybody in a timely manner to do what they're supposed to do anyway.
Well, they send me bills every year for all.
that's what the.
they're always on time for those, ain't they?
State Board of Accounts, and they'll be the ones sending the fine out.
Yeah, that one baffled me. I was like, so you're auditing us from the state and you're making us pay. Well, who audits the state? Well, no one. I was like, oh, well, that's lovely.
Yeah, so not only are we paying for the audit through our taxes, we're also paying.
It's like $40,000 in audit. And they charge us good.
Yeah, and the county too,
Yeah, you don't get a choice.
twice a year.
Get me off these subjects
Yeah.
right now.
That's all I had for old business.
Okay. Miscellaneous business, anyone?
Thought it'd be a short meeting.
Well, good. Didn't need to change my car. I could have gone.
Yeah, there you go.
Maybe
You can go again today.
Maybe I'd have played better today than it is today. Who knows?
There's no public here, so
No public here, so.
next meeting, Wednesday, November 19th.
November 19th. Okay. If nothing else, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
No, adjourn. Thank you, everybody.